Hey, Maximize. Hold on. I forgot to put my lips on. Okay. Now let's get to Instagram and TikTok. Hey, Maximizers, and welcome to my live. If this is your first time watching me, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Crystal, aka Kristen Maximizer, and I'm a content coach. And I help product-based business owners create consistent content that converts into consistent sales for them. I help them create content strategically so they have a steady flow of sales coming in from their organic content, meaning they don't have to pay for ads, they don't have to pay for influencers. They can just show up on social media and make the sales that they desire. I have been in business since 2018. I started my very first YouTube channel in 2018. I have since grown that channel to over 40,000 subscribers. I have grown my TikTok, my Facebook, my Instagram. I have helped over 40 women start and grow their businesses. And the one thing that I do really, really, really well is content. In the past 6 years, I've posted over 2,000 videos to YouTube, and I have gone live over 600 times, and I have made close to $400,000 on social media in the past 5 years. And as a mostly team of two, me and my sister's the main person on my team right now, but as a team of two, to be able to make hundreds of thousands of dollars, we've had other team members along the way. Shout out to them, all of my Ericas that have supported me and worked with me. As having, a small team and me doing most of everything to be able to make hundreds of thousands of dollars using social media. And I've made these hundreds of thousands of dollars, and it all stemmed from my content. The brand deals that I got, the brands found me through the videos that I was posting on YouTube, right? The brand deals that I got for TikTok, they found me through the videos that I was organically posting already on TikTok. So content is king when you are a business owner that is using social media to grow your business. Now, if you are a business owner and hold on, let me turn on my tracker because baby, I need to track my time. If you are a business owner and you are using social media to market and make sales, the type of content that you create is crucial. Okay. Creating content is essential because today I want to talk about two types of content. I'm going to talk about one of the key types. There's two types of content you should be posting: connection content and conversion content. Connection content is when you are building and connecting with your audience. Conversion content is when you are offering your product as a solution to your ideal client's problem and you are selling to them. You are making them an offer and they are paying their money to get the results that they desire with your product. Tonight, I want to talk about connection content. And as I was sitting here preparing my notes and thinking, it's really true that the hardest part, in my opinion, one of the hardest parts of business is building your audience. Okay. So I want to know who's here. I want to know who's in my audience. I like to know where you're watching from and what your business is. Where are you watching from? What city, what state, what country, and what is your business? I'm Crystal Maximizer, and my business is I'm a content coach. And I help product-based businesses create consistent content that converts into sales for them. Okay. So I want to know where you're watching from, and I'm in Orlando, and I want to know what your business is. I was sitting here and I was thinking, one of the hardest parts of a business is building your audience. Hey, is it Tania's Natural Hair and Myrtle Beach and Skincare? Ooh, love that. Myrtle Beach Hair and Skincare. Love that. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you being here. One of the hardest things to do is building an audience. And I think a lot of times when business owners start, you're thinking about sales, which is right. You should be thinking about sales. But before you can sell, you need someone to sell to. Your sales, and I'm going to say the E word, but I'm going to put it in quotations. Sales become easier when you already have the audience. So connection content is essential. If you have started your business and you have started posting on social media, but you have not taken specific time. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you so much for joining. You haven't taken specific time to build an audience. You're probably not selling at the level that you desire. Why? You have no one to sell to. One thing that I love to say is you cannot sell to an empty room, and you cannot sell to people who don't need what you're selling. If you sell tampons and all of your followers are men, will you get some sales? Yeah, because they may buy some from their girls, but tampons is not in need of a man. So he is not your ideal client. He may buy from you, but he is not your ideal client. Just the same as if you sell breast covers for breastfeeding mothers, men are not your ideal client. They may buy one for their wife, they may buy one for their sister, they may buy one for their cousin, but they are not your ideal client. You are not going to be making boohoo sales because they are not your ideal client. Okay? So I'm saying that to say you cannot sell to an empty room. Connection content, it's what's going to build up your audience. It's going to build up your brand awareness. It's going to build you up as an expert. Hey, the Soul Coach, I'm actually teaching that right now. Okay, I'm talking about that right now. Connection content is going to help you build your audience. So this is how I want to explain it, because I just signed a new client and she was asking me, like, how will people know that, like, I have this Instagram if I don't just follow a bunch of people? Because she was over here following just a bunch of people from her personal page. And I was like, unfollow all of those people. Unless they are your ideal client and bought from you, do not follow them. What you want to do is that you are going to create what I call connection content. I literally started calling it connection content because you connect and build your audience. Okay. It's something that I did in the beginning. Hey, CJ Mac, thank you so much for joining. It's something that I did in the beginning of my business that I didn't know that I was doing until, like, I became Business Coach Crystal. Okay. So connection content. This is when you are building and connecting with your audience. How do you do that? You create content that attracts your ideal client. Let me use myself for an example. The first Chris the Maximizer 1.0, when she first started, she was teaching people how to coupon, how to budget, and how to meal plan. So I knew eventually that I was going to sell something, right? So what I did in the beginning was I started posting videos showing myself couponing. I started sharing tips about how to budget, how to coupon, how to meal plan. I did not sell anything. I didn't ask people to buy anything. I didn't ask them to do a course. I didn't even ask them to join my email list, which I should have, but I didn't. I didn't know any better. Okay. Thank y'all so much for the likes on TikTok. I appreciate it. I didn't do any of that. Okay. I literally just gave and connected. People started buying certain things because of me. People started using certain things because of me. People started stop doing things because of me, because they connected with me. I was young. I was Black. I was a mom. I was saving money. I had a 9-to-5. I was starting a new business. They connected with me on a lot of things, and half of that had nothing to do with what I was eventually going to sell them. Okay. So let me break down what connection content is and how you can create it in your business. Okay. So connection content, like I said, attracts your ideal client. So as a business owner, you should know who your ideal client is. If you don't know who your ideal client is, that's homework number one. I want you to write down, who is your ideal client? If you could have 100 clients, what would they look like? Who are they? How old are they? What's their gender? What do they do for work? What's their family life like? What's their work life like? Get very specific on your ideal client. Because when you are creating content, you need to be creating content for her. Okay? You need to be creating content for her. Okay? My ideal client is based off one of my actual clients, okay? And we're just going to call this client E, okay? We're going to call this client E. And when I think of E, I see her. She has a 9-to-5. She has kids. She's married. She's a millennial like me. And she does not want to work in her 9-to-5 forever. So she is building her business on the side, okay? That's my ideal client, okay? So you need to get crystal clear on who you're speaking to. When I create content, I'm speaking to E. You cannot speak to everyone. You can have multiple ideal clients, right? You can have different versions of your ideal client. Although my ideal client is a millennial, I also have a lot of clients who are not millennials. I don't even know what their gen is. They might even be boomers. I have a lot of clients who were in their 50s and 60s, okay, who's needed what I was doing because maybe they have retired, maybe they're close to retirement, but they started to grow that business and they wanted more help, okay? So you can have a couple different ideal clients, but the point being, you should be speaking to a specific person or a specific group of people. If you sell to everyone, you sell to no one, okay? So when I was couponing, I was really attracting moms, okay? Now that I'm a business coach, I'm really attracting millennials who have a 9-to-5, who most of them are moms, but I also have single clients as well, okay? So you are attracting your ideal client. The first type of connection content that I want you to think about is your story, okay? I am not telling you to get on Beyonce's internet and tell all of your business. That is not what I mean when I say tell your story. I want you to tell your story in relation to business, sharing the details that you feel comfortable sharing about how you got to where you are today. I'm going to give you an example using myself. You were an awesome teacher, been following you since your couponing days. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I still teach couponing, just not publicly. My story. My story starts when I was a kid because I always knew that I was going to be a business owner, okay? I just didn't know what business was going to be. I sold frozen cups. I sold fans in the street. I sold candy out of my backpack in high school. I did fundraisers for college. Like, I've always been of the mentality that I was going to be a business owner. I always knew that I wanted to work for myself in some form or fashion. My college major was supposed to be business, but then I changed it last minute, okay? The next part of my story jumps to I had a master's degree. I had a baby. I started selling couponing classes, and I had postpartum depression, and I couldn't make it shake. But in 2018, I had a come to Jesus moment. I had started a business, and I closed it down because I did not like that business. And I was like, Lord, if money was no option, what would I do? And he was like, couponing. And I was like, ain't nobody going to pay me for that. So I go back to the Lord. Lord, if money was no option, what should I do? He's like, couponing. And I was like, God daggone it. I tried that. It didn't work. And he was just like, try again. So on a whim, out of my frustration and thinking that no one would ever pay me to learn how to save money, I was like, what's a way that I can make money without asking people to buy something? And I was like, well, people make money from YouTube. So if I could just figure it out, I'll just make videos for free and YouTube will pay me. Okay. I started a YouTube channel with no expectations. I didn't know how to record. I didn't know how to edit. I knew shit about thumbnails, description box. I didn't know anything. Okay. I did not know jack crap besides turn on the camera, tell people how to coupon. At that point, I had been couponing for 10 years. I would say that I was a couponing expert. I've couponed in multiple states, multiple stores. At that point, I felt confident and I had taught people how to save money. I was teaching people at my day job how to save money. I was selling my stockpile to people. Like, I was a good teacher, as someone on Instagram just stated. I was a great teacher. Like, I'm a great teacher. Like, I can teach people stuff. Once I know it, I can teach it to someone else. So I was like, I'm just going to teach people how to coupon on YouTube. And I literally, on a whim, woke up. Me and Kinsley were going to go couponing. And I was like, I'm going to pull out my iPhone 6 and I'm just going to record. That day, August 19th, 2018, has changed my life forever. Okay. I started that YouTube channel. I was monetized in 4 months. My first YouTube check was $342. And I was like, these people are going to pay me to talk on the internet about something I've been doing for 10 years. Sign me the hell up. I, in that first year, went to almost 20,000 subscribers. Okay. And on my 1 year YouTube anniversary, I got fired from my 9-to-5. And then I was like, I'm not about to get no job. I'm going to turn this into a full-time business. Do you see how I told you things about my story, about how I got to where I got to, but I didn't tell you all of my business. So I want you to decide your version of your story that you want to tell the internet. If this makes sense, type yes in the comments. This is you connecting with me. And some of the things that I said, you can see yourself. Now, if I want to go a step further and tell you how you got to Krista Maximizer, the content coach. So in 2019, I got fired and I went balls to the walls teaching coupon coaching. I had a $5 membership that eventually went up to a $99 a month membership. I had made hundreds of thousands of dollars. I had been a brand ambassador for Ibotta. I had done all of these things. And then I got to a point where on the back end, I was teaching women how to start businesses because my couponing clients were like, teach us how to start a side hustle so we can make more money. Because we can only make so much. You can't budget your way out of a deficit. Either you reduce your expenses as much as you can or you increase your income. So they were literally like, how can I increase my income? And I was like, you start a side hustle. Well, tell us how. So I literally started off teaching them how to start a side hustle and start YouTube channels. And I started doing that in like 2020. Okay. So this is like 2.5 years into me doing this thing. I paid the coupon membership. I remember that. Yes, you did. Yes, you absolutely did. And so I started that, right? And then I started coaching in my coaches program. And I was like, you want me to business coach your people? I felt completely unqualified. I was like, but I was her star student. I don't know if y'all know this. Is another part of my story. My first coaching program that I invested in was $1,000 a month. You heard me, 1,000, the same amount as my rent. And I was scraping that shit up every single month trying to figure out how I was going to pay her because I was terrified out of my mind. But I learned so much. While I was in that $1,000 a month coaching program, I showed up to every single coaching call. I did every single workbook and module, everything that she did free or paid. My ass was there with bells on. I was the star student. I made so much progress in that program. She hired me to coach her people. Now, these people, a lot of them, most of them were making way more money than I was. But she saw something in me that I didn't see in myself. She hired me to coach her people. And I coached her people for like 4 years. Okay. I built my confidence as a business coach off the back of me starting off as a coupon coach. Why is this important to the story? If I never would have became a money-saving coupon coach, it would not have led me to side hustle coaching, and it would not led me to business coaching, and it would not have led me to content coaching. All of that is relevant to how I show up today as the content coach for you. Because the 2018 and 2019 Crystal was posting a YouTube video every single day. I told you I've posted over 2,000 videos to YouTube between 2 YouTube channels. I've gone live over 600 times since 2019. And in the early part of 2019, I was only going live once a month. Okay. So tell your story. In 2023, I decided that I wanted to be a business coach. Why? Because helping women make money helps women make a bigger impact. Because nothing bad happens when women make more money. I did not want to be seen as the couponing girl anymore. I wanted to help women get more of what they want in life, right? Because inflation is here. Things cost a lot more. But when you make enough money, this is going to be so insensitive, and I apologize, and I promise y'all I'm not insensitive because I have been in the struggle, okay? When you make enough, it doesn't even matter. You just pay. So I want to help women make more than enough money so that they can live their best life. Does that make sense? Yes or no? That is my story. That is how I became the content coach of today. And I struggled because I felt like a traitor. I felt like an imposter. I felt like I was leaving my community behind. But in actuality, I was pivoting so that I could help make a bigger impact in my community. And it was hard. Like, I have struggled with this decision, and I'm feeling more confident and more comfortable in it. But I struggled with that decision because, like, the couponing made Chris the Maximizer. And that will always be a part of me. The millionaire version of me, she coupons. I still coupon to this day. I just decided that I wanted to help in a different way. This is my story. So when you are creating connection content, the best type of content that converts on social media, story times. Have you seen Risa Tisa? Story times. Tell your story of where you started and how you got to where you are today. Okay. Which brings me to the what's. What's is the next piece of connection content. What is your business? And explain it like the person is a 5-year-old. What is your industry? Okay. I was in the couponing, money saving industry. Now I'm in the business industry. I am in the industry of helping women in the coaching phase, right? So now I'm in the coaching industry. Okay. So, what is your industry? What is your business? Most importantly, are you listening to me? If you are a business owner, what problem are you solving? You can create content about all of this. You can motivate, inspire, and educate in what your business is, what your industry is, and what problem are you solving. I help business owners who are struggling with content and sales. So I'm helping you solve the problem of being consistent with your content and being consistent making your cash. Does this make sense? That yes or no? That is awesome. Thank you so much. Does this make sense? Yes or no? What problem are you solving? And I want you to create videos around this. And yes, I am the person that says if you are a small business owner and you are making less than $3,000 per month consistently, you need to have face to camera talking. You should be making videos. Tell us your story. Tell us, what is your business? What is your industry? What problem are you solving? What is your goal in this industry? Okay. What does your audience need to know about you, about the industry, about your business? What do they need to know before they work with you or buy from you? Okay. What myths do you need to debunk, right? What are the things that people say about your industry? Like in the couponing, Crystal, when people say couponers are hoarders, actually, no, we're smart. Okay. I strategically stocked up my stockpile, right? I wasn't just buying things for the sake of buying things. Do people do that? Yes. But 95% of couponers are buying the things that they need. They may have 100 or 200 of them. And if you got 200 packs of paper towels, when the pandemic hit, everybody was looking for a couponer because we were prepared. Does this make sense? Yes or no? What are some things in your industry that people think? Like people think that coaching is a waste of money. Some people see coaching like therapy, but in actuality, all of the greats have a coach. If you want to get further faster, you get help. Why would you hold yourself back and not get a coach? Are there bad coaches? Yes. Are there some excellent coaches? Absolutely. Are there some great coaches that can give you what you need? Absolutely. Right? So some people think that courses are the best way to go. Me, I don't think so. I think you need active feedback, right? So what are some myths you need to debunk in your industry? That's 5 things in the what's that you could be talking about. And I also want to say, when it comes to connection content, if you're not repeating yourself, you're not doing it right. You could tell a piece of your story every single week and then retell it. I tell my story all the time. The OGs know I got fired on my 1-year YouTube anniversary and I took my part-time full-time. They know that I paid $1,000 a month to my first business coach and I almost pooped my pants in the back of the room. They know that after 2 weeks later, after I hired my business coach, I made $3,000. I got my 1,000 back. I got my 1,000 for next month and I made an extra 1,000. Okay. They know that I was a coupon coach first and then I switched to business coaching, right? They know that because I tell that core part of my story. Me getting fired, me starting the YouTube channel. Those are core pieces of my business journey and my life. That's my story of how I got here today. I'm telling you that because I've done the business thing with a 9 to 5 and I've done it full time. They're both hard. It's a different hard, but they're both hard. My story is important because you need to see yourself in me. Why is that important? Okay, let me bring it. When it comes to connecting with your audience, okay, your audience needs to know you, like you, and trust you. If they don't know you, like you, and trust you, they are not going to buy from you. They're not going to buy from you. So when you tell your story, when you share the what's of your business, your industry, the problem you're solving, your goals, what your audience needs to know, the myths you need to debunk, it helps them get to know you a little bit better and then feel more comfortable with buying from you. Skincare, it's for most ages. That means I can create different content. Yes, but the riches are in the niches. So Does my daughter use the moisturizer that I use on my face and she's 10 years old? Yes. Can she use all of my products that I use? Absolutely. But you need to have a specific subset that you are targeting, because your skincare probably works for men, but most men are not buying skincare. So I would encourage you to hone in on who your ideal client base is and create content for her. What does the woman look like that does a full skincare routine every morning and every evening? Create content for her specifically, because she is the one that's going to be buying from you. Okay. I do facials. Okay. What is the demographic of the people who come in and do your face, who come in and get a facial from you? That's who you should be selling to. Look at your past 30 clients and look at what the demographics are, what are similar, what's different. That's the woman, that's the person you should be selling to. If a man comes and get a facial, great. If the teenagers come and get a facial, great. If the 80-year-olds come and get a facial, great. But it's probably women between like what, 25 and 45 that are your most consistent clients getting facials. You should be marketing to them. Market to them. You market to your specific person. And if people who are not that person need it, believe me, they will buy from you and they will self-identify like, I need this. But you remember to speak to a specific person. I was speaking to moms. You know how many grandmoms were my clients? I was speaking to women. I had three male clients, I think 4. 3 or 4 male clients I've helped. Not a lot, but I've helped male clients. But my demographic is the childbearing ages, right? So I would just look at the average and you just market. It doesn't mean you're excluding anyone, but when you're creating your content, you're just focused in on that specific realm of people. Okay? And if you decide that you want to do content with all the people, that's fine too. Your business, your choice. But to help you stay a little bit focused and to like get the ball moving, I would say focusing on a specific demographic. Okay. So connection content, your story is number 1. Number 2 is all the what's. And the second part of connection content, the whys. Okay. The whys. Why is this important? Why do you need this? Why do you need a coach to help you with your content? Number 1, accountability. I'm going to be checking in on you every single week. You're going to have the ability to message me every single day and ask me questions and give feedback. Accountability. Because when you are running your business, there's no one cracking the whip over you. You have to hold yourself accountable. And when you feel like you can't do that, that's when you hire a coach, okay? Why did I start this? I started doing this because my clients asked me for it. I continue doing this because I fell in love with it. Why is coaching important? Because it helps you pull the greatness out of yourself. It helps you see the potential within yourself. It helps you with your mindset, because I didn't realize that I was a negative Nancy, and your negative thoughts will take you out. Okay. And you need someone to help pull you out of that and into positivity. Okay. Why did I choose to solve this problem? Because nothing bad happens when women make more money. And I've seen a lot of business owners who have a great product, a great service, but they are not marketing themselves correctly. I see a lot of businesses who are just posting spaghetti at the wall and praying that it sticks. I've seen a lot of business owners who are wishing, hoping, and praying that they go viral, but they have no consistent content strategy. I see a lot of people who are posting on every single platform and they're not making sales in their business because they're too busy focused on posting and not focused on nurturing their audience and actually making sales. Okay. This is why I chose to solve this problem. Now, this is what you need to answer in your content. Why is it important? Why did you start it? Why did you choose to solve this problem? Why are you an expert in this area? I'm an expert in content because I've posted over 2,000 YouTube videos. I can say I've hit a lot of my couponing TikToks, but I've probably posted close to 1,000 TikToks. I've gone live over 600 times on all of my platforms. I have built an audience on 2 YouTube channels, Instagram, TikTok, and my Facebook business page. I have been doing this consistently for 6 years. I posted every single week on my social media platform from August 2018 until February of 2024. And then I took about a 2.5 month break, and I'm getting back into my consistency. Because my life broke in 2023, but 5 years of consistency, pat myself on the back, right? That's why I'm an expert in this area. I've made close to $400,000 on social media. Okay. I have been able to create content that brings me sales without running ads, without paying an influencer, without having other people affiliate for me. No one sells for me. I sell for myself. My content sells for me. So you need to share the whys of your business. Do you see how I just answered those questions about my business? You make videos about that. You go live like I'm going live, and you share that. So if you're like, Crystal, this sounds great, I need help, I'm doing content strategy sessions where you will leave with 60 days of a content plan planned out for you, 60 days of emails that you can create and send out to your email list. And if you don't have an email list, tips to start building your email list. And then most importantly, your 60-day sales plan, meaning you're going to know exactly what you need to do to create the content that's going to bring you sales in. Okay. So you're going to get a 90-minute strategy session with me, and you're going to leave with 60 days of content ready and prepared for you. And then as a bonus, I'm giving out 2 weeks of Voxer coaching. And Voxer coaching is when you get to talk to me every day. You can voice chat me or you can text me. You can get feedback, you can get support, you can get encouragement, you can get accountability. You get whatever you need from me as your coach that's helped getting you to where you want to go. You get that from me for those 2 weeks in the Voxer coaching. You can get this 90-minute strategy session, and it's literally only $249. Imagine in a day having 60 days of your content planned out and ready to go. All you'll have to do is outline and record. And I teach my clients to make their content 30 days at a time. So you're going to have 2 whole months of content ready for you to outline and record. Amazing, right? So if you want to grab a strategy session, you can click the link in my bio right now and book a strategy session. You can also go to KristenMaximizer.com, click work with me, click book a strategy session. Okay. I decided today, I decided yesterday, I am going to focus on the strategy sessions because a lot of people want to change their content right now. Black Friday's coming up, Christmas is coming up. You want to be prepared. So the strategy session is going to be the best way for you to get that kickstart. And if you want to continue working after that, I also have a 6-month one-on-one coaching program where we can continue the work that we did in that strategy session month after month after month so that you can grow your business and grow your sales. Okay. So if you want help with your content, book the strategy session. It's going to be the best 90 minutes that you've ever had. And you get to talk to me on Zoom for 90 minutes. So why not? And you leave with all of that in a Google Doc. So I'll be typing up everything in a Google Doc, and you'll leave with your 60-day strategy all typed up in a Google Doc. And all you have to do is implement and then voice memo me when you got a question. Okay. So those are my tips for why creating connection content helps you grow. Now, what questions do we have? Now is the time to pick my brain, ask me questions. What questions do you have? If you don't have any questions, was this helpful? Yes or no? Was this helpful? Yes or no? And what questions do you have? Questions. If you don't have any questions, just let me know in the chat if this is helpful. Those of you watching on YouTube have been super quiet. So let me know if you have any questions or if this was helpful. The ARC Beauty Services says very helpful. I'm glad it was helpful. Did you have any other questions for me? I'm tired, y'all. I've had a long day, and I have another long day tomorrow. Kinsley has a basketball camp, and we got to leave early for. The next few days are going to be super early days for us. Any other questions? Y'all have been great. Okay. One question I get when it talks about content, I would like to create content that brings in more customers. I would love to help you do that. I would love to help you do that. I would definitely suggest booking a strategy session. I'm terrible at this. No, I'm pretty sure you're not terrible. If you're good at your service, then you can be great at content. You really just have to sit down and plan it out for yourself. And that's where planning your content for a month comes into it. And then also one thing I'll say is when you offer a lot of services, when you're marketing, you don't want to market all of your services all the time. You want to specifically hone in. Just like, okay, let's think about it this way. I like to use this example. You know how Target has a thousands of SKUs. Target sells thousands of things between. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for those roses. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Please, Shay, let me know. Oh, thank you. Let me know if you have any questions or if you need anything from me. I would love to answer them. Thank you so much for getting me all of those roses. So you know how Target has thousands of products between Target.com. Oh, thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. You know how Target has thousands of SKUs between Target online and in store. Every week, Target puts out a weekly ad. And in that weekly ad, what do? They highlight specific things. Sometimes those things are on sale. Sometimes those things have a promotion. And sometimes it's just, look, we still sell these kids' shoes. Look, we still sell peanut butter. It's 99 cents. It's always 99 cents. But they feature certain products every week. Put a yes in the comments if this makes sense. When you are a business owner that offers a lot of services or a lot of products, you can't get on your social media and say, just go to my website and buy. No, each week or each month or every 2 weeks, pick what you are highlighting, right? So if this month you're highlighting facials, for the rest of September, only talk about facials, right? And then maybe in October, you only talk about waxing. Not saying that people can't go to your website and get a facial. They will. But when you're just talking about waxing, educating us on waxing, why we should wax, why it's helpful, the most places that it hurts the most to wax, right? Them lips, it be them lips, and the eyebrows. The eyebrows and the lips get me. The other places, it don't hurt. But the eyebrows, I be crying real tears, and them lips, I be kicking that lady, okay? So when you are telling us about all the things, the what's and the whys of each thing, people will still go to your website and book you for other services. People are going to ask you if you offer other services. Absolutely. This month, I'm just talking about waxing, but you can go to my website and see the full gamut of what I offer. So when you are selling on social media, when you are marketing on social media, you're not marketing the ARC Beauty services. You're not marketing every single service that you do. Each week or each month, pick a specific service and eat your heart out about it, right? So if October is all about waxing, tell us about all the things you wax and why you should wax, the difference between waxing and shaving, why it's better for you, the hardest places to wax, the places you should get waxed most often, how often should you wax in different areas, like all the things that people need to go after wax care, before wax care, how long does your hair need to be for it to get waxed, like all of those things. I just gave you 15 videos that you could make. So if you're posting 3 times a week, that's a month's worth of content on Instagram or TikTok if you post 3 videos a week like that. I know I talk really, really fast. The replay will be up. But I would love to help you. I would encourage you to book a strategy session so we can get it together and figure it out. But in the meantime, pick a specific area and sell it. Like even me, I have like 3 or 4 things that I sell. I'm not on here selling everything that I offer. I'm selling my strategy sessions right now, and I'm only selling my strategy sessions, and I'm only going to be selling strategy sessions publicly for a while. But that doesn't mean you can't go to my website and get my 6-month Maximize Your Business Anytime coaching or my 6-month every single week coaching. Like if you want a Zoom call with me every single week, I have a package for that. If you want voice messaging access to me every single day, I have a coaching package for that. If you're just like, Crystal, I need one-time help, get me together, get my plan together, and I will go from there, book the strategy session. The best place for everyone to start is the strategy session. You get me for 90 minutes. You can see if you even like me. You can see if you like my feedback. You can see if you like my suggestions. And if you decide that you want to work with me long-term, then we can look at another package. I even customize packages. Like I'm the kind of coach where it's like, if you tell me you need help, I will customize a package for you. I will customize a one-on-one package to meet you where you are to get you what you need. If you're like, Crystal, my budget is about $350 a month. What package can you put together for me? I will put a package together just for you within your budget so that you can get the help that you need to grow your business. Okay. So be specific. Be specific. Okay. Any other questions? That was a great question. Any other questions? Your girl's gonna need some more water. Sounds great. Looking forward to working with you. Any other questions? You're so welcome. Like, I love this. If y'all can't tell, I love this. Besides the fact that I love to talk, I love to coach. I love engaging with my audience. I love engaging with my clients. I generally love helping people. So, I be side hustling, okay, because it's so funny. I am this is me being TMI, but I tell my business. Okay. So I am newly single. I've been single for almost a year now, and I'm starting to date. And I was talking to a person today, and I was telling him like what I did. So like I worked for myself, and then I did a little bit of Instacart. I do Instacart on the side. I have really big financial goals, and sometimes I'm like, you know what? Like me and Kinsley had to travel, and I was like, I don't want to spend my money on that gas. So let me Instacart to see if like I can make the gas money, or let me Instacart to see if I could pay my phone bill with Instacart money and not with my money, right? So I schedule out my time so that I work on my business. I cater to all of my clients, and then I do a little bit of side hustling. Hi, go ahead. And he was like, he was like, do you like Instacart? And I was like, man, I like to make money. So if it makes money, it makes sense to me. But I'm saying all this to say that I love customer service. Today I got 2 compliments from customers on Instacart. Like these raving reviews of them saying like, you made my day, you made my husband's birthday. I delivered like a birthday to someone, like, you made my day, you made my husband's day, like you helped us out so much. I'm going to increase your tip. Like, we didn't do a lot of orders, made a decent amount of money today. But I'm saying all that to say I love helping people. So no matter if I'm delivering groceries, or when I used to work at the children's gym with the parents, whether I'm coaching, whether I'm sharing information on the internet, whether I'm live, I love talking and I love helping people. So even though Instacart is a gig, I'm going to do my very best. Like, I'm making sure you get the right replacements. Like, I'm doing, hi, Kinsley. I'm doing it at the highest level because I love helping people. So no matter what stage I'm in, I overall love helping people, and I love what I get to do. I love that I get to be in charge of my own time. I love that I get to help my clients get more of what they want. I love that I get to help my clients see the greatness within themselves. I love helping people. Like, I genuinely enjoy this. I'm so grateful.
Didn't you say yesterday? You said tomorrow.
Okay. I love this. I love what I do. I love being in charge of my own time. I love making it work. And I had promised myself when I got fired in 2019, I was like, I'm not going back to a 9 to 5. So if I have to hustle, if I have to work side gigs, if I have to do side jobs from now and again, I help my sorority sister out a lot. Shout out to her. I know she ain't watching, but shout out to her. I help her a lot. I travel around the U.S. selling sorority and fraternity apparel. Like next week, she's got me out on a gig. So next weekend, I'll be in Tallahassee, and I'll be selling for AKA at what we call a cluster conference. So like I do other things outside of my business, but that's because I have my time, right? And as I've pivoted from coupon coach to content coach, I am building up my clients and building up my clientele. And I'm working with a different type of client. I'm working with clients specifically around content. I've never done that before. These are my first round of clients. These 2 amazing ladies, my first round of clients that I'm specifically working with, coming to me for content. Everyone else has been like general business, help me with everything. That's what my other clients are that I work. It's like, help me with my business overall. But being able to turn over this new leaf and be like, I'm helping people specifically with their content is amazing for me. I freaking love it. Is it easy? No, none of it's easy. Being a business owner is not easy. I've had the highest highs, like $20,000 months, and I've had really low lows, like $2,000 months. You got to take the good with the bad. So I'm just happy to be here. I'm grateful for all of my experiences. I'm grateful for all of my clients, past, present, and future. I'm grateful for all of you watching. I'm grateful for it all, because if I didn't pick up that camera and I didn't start, not even camera, if I didn't pick up that iPhone 6 and started creating that content on that YouTube channel, I would not be here today in the way that I am. And being in charge of my own time and only waking up to an alarm when I have something to do is God's greatest gift to me. I never thought I'd see the day that I did not have to wake up to an alarm. Now, tomorrow, I got to take this child somewhere, so I got to wake up to an alarm. But on my everyday, I don't wake up to an alarm. Neither does the child, because she does virtual school. So when I have her, we just wake up. You know, she has a live class at 9. We usually both wake up before 9, but like we don't have to wake up to an alarm. Like we just wake up. Now I'm just ranting and raving at this point, but I love my job. I'm grateful for all of you who have decided to stay and watch me and follow me and support me on this journey. So thank y'all so much. If you have any questions after this, go ahead, slide in my DMs. If you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, it's Build a Business with Chris. It's Build a Business with KRYS. Go subscribe. The replay of this live will be up there as well. Okay. If you have any questions, there's a lot of y'all watching on YouTube. Hey, YouTubers. If y'all have any questions, slide in my DMs on TikTok or Instagram at Chris the Maximizer. If you're ready to get your content together, go ahead and book a strategy session. Go ahead and book a strategy session. Okay. I have a goal to book out 20 strategy sessions in the next 10 days. 20 strategy sessions in 10 days. So help me reach my goal. Let me help 20 businesses with their content in the next 10 days. And that would bring me so much joy and so much happiness. So go book your session at christhemaximizer.com, and I will see you all soon. Bye.